Hey guys, it's me, Desiree Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are watching me for the first time. If you have never seen me ever, I am Desiree Marie and I do all sorts of videos. I mainly talk about locks and I show you guys how I wash, maintain, and even style my locks in a unique way. So I show you the ups, the downs, everything that I do with my hair. I experiment a lot on this channel and I just bring you guys along with me as I go through the ups and downs of my lock journey. I'm 2 years locked, so if you're interested in following my journey and seeing what an authentic journey looks like, definitely do hit the subscribe button and join the crew. But anyway, welcome back, crew. Today we are going to do a Q&A. Yes, you guys have been sending me so many questions and today I'm going to answer them once and for all. So if you have any extra questions that were not answered here in this video, definitely do comment down below your questions about anything having to do with hair, life, all that good stuff. All right, so I have a few questions here that I'm going to answer, so let's just get on to the video already. Let's go. Okay, so I have them written down and I screenshotted a lot of them, so if you see me looking down, that's why. All right, so the first question that I want to answer today is, how do you moisturize curly locks without disrupting the curl pattern? So if you know, recently I've been experimenting a lot with different curl styles. The last thing I did was the foam roller method. I took it old school and I have noticed a few things when I had those curler rollers. For one, it was a little difficult to moisturize my hair while not messing with the curl pattern. So from my standpoint, I think it's inevitable that you would have to moisturize your hair and move around the curls a little bit. You're not going to effectively moisturize your hair without messing with the curls unless you spray, like say, okay, here's a good method. You can take your hair that's curled, section them with your banana clips, little clippy clip things, section them off, spray your roots directly into the, the scalp area, and then take an applicator bottle and just go ahead and squeeze. Now that's the way that you can moisturize your roots. It's very easy to moisturize your roots. You use an applicator bottle and that's a great way to not disrupt your hairstyle. But if you're looking for a way to moisturize the length of your locks, inevitably your locks are going to be disrupted because you have to really get in there in order to moisturize your hair. Effective moisturizing is not just spraying your hair and going. Like, you have to spray it, you have to make sure that it gets inside of the hair, and if you're using oils, obviously you're going to have to be applying those oils. So if you're concerned about your curls, all you have to do is curl it right back up again. And the great thing that I love about locks is that our curls last a long time. So if you keep your curls in for maybe like 1-2 days, take them out, you're not going to disrupt your hair just by simply moisturizing once every few days. But I'm thinking you will have to disrupt the curl just a little bit. All you have to do is curl that right back up or pin it back up, when you're done, tie it down, and you still have fresh curls. When I had my curly style, that's what I had to do. I had to, moisturize, and there was one day that I actually went in and used the curls all over again. But then there was another day that all I did was like pin it in place in sections, put my head tie scarf on, and the next day I still have my curls intact. So don't allow moisturizing to be the reason why you don't curl your hair, and don't let just because you've curled your hair, don't let the scary thought of moisturizing like scare you away from moisturizing your hair. Your hair needs moisture. What would you rather have? Would you have cute curls and dry hair? Like, you have to pick one or the other. Cute curls, dry hair, moisturized hair, and a little less than perfect curls. You have to choose, or you can just go ahead and reapply the curlers, So Guys, if you have any answers that you want to give these this young lady and any extra questions that I answer here, definitely do feel free to answer them down below. The next question that I'm going to answer is, have you thought of using a volumizing shampoo? The answer is no, because I think with locks you don't really need to even think about those things. Volume is not a problem with me. If I want volume, I'll just grow out my roots a little bit. Volume is, I don't believe that a volumizing shampoo will help your locks to even look thicker. I mean, when you have loose natural hair and even permed hair, or should I say relaxed hair, those words mean much more. Volumizing, thickening, and all those stuff. But for us lockers, if we're looking for a nice thick look, we don't need a volumizing shampoo. You know, you can achieve volume in so many different ways. You can achieve volume by growing your roots out, curling your hair, and the curls make your hair look more voluptuous. But as for me, I have not thought of a volumizing shampoo, and I really don't think it's worth the effort to look for it, because it really, in my opinion, it does not do anything for locks. All you need is shampoo. Conditioning shampoo would be the better thing to look for, something that actually contributes to the health of your hair, and the volume will come, you know. So yeah. And I did a whole video on how to make your locks look thicker, so definitely do check that out if you're looking for a way to make your hair look thicker and you have thin locks. Me, if you know me, I don't have the thickest head of locks. I have like medium, thick, you know, thin, medium hair. So I do what I can to make it look like something more, and I think I succeed a lot of the time. I trick a lot of people too into thinking that I have thick hair, but I really don't. Okay, so the next question is coming from my DMs, and someone had commented on my bentonite clay mask hair wash. Guys, a few months ago I did, oh, not a hair wash, but like a clay, detox clay for my hair. I used the bentonite clay mask, which is the Aztec clay that everybody uses. You mix it with water and it comes out very muddy and gooey. I put it on my hair and I used it as a detoxifier. Now someone has asked me how to get it out of their hair. OMG, that's something that you really have to be careful with when you use the bentonite clay mask, because it is very easy to miss spots in your hair and therefore end up with buildup from the clay mask. So when using that hair mask, you have to make sure to rinse your hair really good afterward. Rinse your hair good, take your time, there's no need to rush. Rinse your hair good, wash it afterwards. You want to wash your hair, cleanse it, wash it once, wash it twice. When I did my bentonite clay mask, I washed my hair twice just to make sure that all of that gook was out of my hair. And once you get all of that out of your hair, you'll see benefits, but you want to make sure to take your time and get that out of your hair. You don't want to just slam bam and, you know, move on. You want to take time so that the treatment actually benefits your hair. So if you're having trouble getting it out, I would suggest maybe soaking your hair again. Try using an ACV rinse and see how that might help you. Yeah, soak your hair, and oh, and also try the Neutrogena anti-residue formula. It is a clear bottle, and Neutrogena anti-residue formula. It's a shampoo and it helps get all of the residue and buildup out of your hair, because now you're dealing with a buildup issue and you need something extra to help extract that buildup out of your locks. So try that out, try an ACV rinse and see how that works. And if you have any trouble doing an ACV rinse, I do have a video where I did it on camera and I showed you how to do it, so definitely do check that out. I'll link it up above and down below in the description box. All right, the next question. All right, this one is pretty lengthy. This was a comment. I really appreciate these lock videos. Thank you. They are very helpful and I hope you continue to film more. I'm almost 15 months locked, and I'm still learning my hair. I have really itchy scalp. My hair tends to be dry. I have to wash often. My retwist doesn't last long. When I let my hair air dry, it has an unusual smell to it. Do you have any tips overall? I moisturize every day with peppermint oil mixed with water. I coat my locks with an oil, but I don't know. I need help all over again. What do you use to retwist, and how do you maintain throughout the week? It hasn't even been a week, and I've had to wash my hair again. Help. Do you recommend, girl, you asking a lot of questions. All right, so we're gonna break this thing down and help you out, okay? I'm very, very happy that you asked this question. T. Lynette, yes, I'm talking to you, girl. Thank you for thank you, girl. I love you. You know, I'm always seeing you answer, you know, commenting and stuff. I love it. So we're gonna break this down, right, and help her out, help this sister out, okay? If you have any answers that you would like to share, that things that work for you, let her know down below. Okay, so first she's saying that she has really itchy scalp that tends to be dry. I would ask you, what are you doing to your hair? How are you nourishing your insides? Because sometimes that has to do with you not drinking enough water. I realized that for myself when I had really itchy dry scalp. It was because I was dehydrated. So if you challenge yourself to drink more water, you may relieve that problem. Also, you're saying that you do moisturize your scalp. So that's something that you're doing really well. However, you know, it might be your insides that are telling you, you know, to moisturize and hydrate from the inside out. And you also said that your hair tends to be dry. I have a question, girl. Have you seen the hair porosity video? Because that has a lot, guys. I preach about this because it matters so much. Hair porosity matters so much. You have to know what your hair porosity is. Basically, your hair porosity is the ability for your hair to absorb moisture. And there's different ways you can test your hair to see which porosity you have. So I did a whole video experimenting and showing you, also explaining the concept of hair porosity. So you have to figure that out. You may have high hair porosity that tends to dry very quickly after you've already moisturized, or you may have low hair porosity that takes some time to be moisturized. But I think you may have high hair porosity, but I would really recommend that you try that experiment on your hair strand and see which one you have. So yeah, do find out which hair porosity you have. My example, I have high hair porosity. I believe I do because when I moisturize my hair, if I don't keep on top of it every day of the week, it does tend to look and feel dry. So you have to do a lot for your hair if you have high hair porosity in order to continue keeping your strands sealed with moisture, or it's going to, the moisture is just going to like leak out of your strands and you're going to wonder why it's always dry. So for my high hair porosity, I do hot oil treatments. I make sure to rinse my hair with cool water after I'm washing my hair with the conditioning shampoo. You need a conditioning shampoo so that your hair is not stripped of all its oils. You may be using a very drying shampoo that has sulfate and different chemicals that extract your strands and leave it high and dry. You know what I'm saying? So check out what you're washing your hair with. Check out how you're maintaining your hair on a daily. Check out your moisturizing routine. Check out your water intake, and try to make some changes here and there and see how that works for you. If those things don't work for you, let me know because I hope that it really does. It really should. Okay, so another thing you say is that your hair has an unusual smell to it. Now I don't have a whole lot of understanding as to why that is, but one thing that I have learned about washing my hair is that after washing my hair, if I put my hair in a ponytail or if I leave it covered up, it does have the ability to not dry in the proper places. It's not going to dry all evenly, so therefore you're going to have pockets of moisture say in the band that, you know, your hair is tied up in the ponytail, and that's not good because that can give you mold. You know, while your hair is still wet, it can contribute to mold, which then makes your hair smell a little bit more musty. So after you wash your hair, don't bunch it up. Try to put maybe a towel underneath, you know, on your shoulders, and just let your hair down and let it air dry that way. Some people say that air drying is not, you know, not the best. I mean, for me, I honestly would never recommend that you use heat. But if you should use some type of method other than air drying, Keisha Charmaine did this hooded dryer thing. This, like, it looks like a weird kind of alien shaped thing, and it's like something that you put over your locks, and it has like a connector that blasts air into the hood. So check out her video where she did that. I'll link her information down below. I've never tried it myself. I do intend to try it sometime. So check out her video and see how that works for you. That might be a good alternative to air drying. But if anyone has any more answers, please let her know down below. Okay, so another thing you asked is, what do I use to retwist? And how do I maintain it throughout the week? Okay, so first of all, in order to retwist my hair, I do not use, you know, I'm not the one that uses aloe vera gel and flaxseed gel. I tried that. Someone else asked me why I don't use that if I claim to be healthy, and the answer is my hair simply does not get the best benefits and the best, like, you know, I don't achieve the look that I'm looking for when I only use those gels. For some reason, the gels are very weak, and my hair needs something strong in order to hold it, so that it can uphold, you know, as I'm working out, as I'm doing different things. And you know, my hair, some people's hair, it holds up well with flaxseed gel and aloe vera, but mine doesn't. So what I use is the Jamaican mango locking gel, and I also use, teamed up with that, I use the Nature's Blessings hair pomade. So first I wet my roots, I put the Nature's Blessing hair pomade, which really moisturizes your roots, and let me tell you, it keeps your roots moisturized so well. So I use that, and then I go in with the locking butter and I put it on my roots and twist it. In order to maintain it throughout the week, I try not to mess around with my hair too much. I just spray my locks and moisturize it every day so that it stays moisturized. You know, you can, if you're really conscious about keeping your retwist, I would consider 2-strand twisting your hair after you retwist, or even braiding your hair so that the roots stay put, so that nothing is being messed up, and that you keep your locks, your roots intact. So try that out if you're really concerned about you know, keeping your retwist intact and stuff like that. But inevitably your retwist is not going to last longer than 2-3 weeks. For me, it doesn't even make it past 2 weeks. So yeah, try that out. I hope that works for you, girl. And another question she said, do you recommend conditioning your locks? My hair is a little on the dry side. See, I don't think that I'm in a position that I can tell you whether or not conditioning locks is, you know, good for you, because first of all, it's your hair. Second of all, I don't have a whole lot of experience with conditioning my locks because I've only done that once. And the one time that I did use conditioner was the Giovanni conditioner that I borrowed from my mom's house. So I don't know much about conditioning locks, sis, but all I know is that it's not 100% necessary. What I do recommend is a conditioning shampoo. That is what I use on my hair, and it helps the shampoo not to strip all the oils out. So as I'm shampooing my hair, it's also helping me to maintain moisture. So try a conditioning shampoo that will really help you. And also, like I said, do it when you finish with this video, sis, okay? Watch my hair porosity video and try to find out which porosity you have. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference, and you will see great results once you figure out your hair porosity and you go according to that. I hope those things help for you. But we also have some recommendations down below, so check that as well. Okay, another question in my DMs. Hey, just wanted to get some advice on the retwist method. I just started my second set of locks after combing out my 7th month locks because I thought they were too thin. I went to a loctician in the first picture, August 20th, and the second picture, this person sent me pictures. I'm not going to put it on here because I did not get permission to do that. The second picture, I started retwisting my own, but only the roots. I'm looking for a thicker and fuller look. Should I retwist the whole lock or continue what I'm doing? I think that if you want to achieve thick locks, it is a good idea that you only retwist the roots. And you know, since you're still early in your lock journey, you said you are, yeah, you just started August 20th. So your hair is still very baby, you know, very much in its cutesy baby stage. So you do need to palm roll, but you don't need to palm roll like every time you retwist. I would consider retwisting the roots and palm rolling it like maybe once a month. But I always want to tell you to listen to your hair. If your hair feels like it's bumpy or it's like flat in some point in the lock, and your hair needs to be trained in order to get that nice cylinder you know, shape, I would consider palm rolling it, because palm rolling really helps the lock to learn what type of shape to take on. If you don't palm roll, your lock will take any shape. It could be flat, it could be bumpy, you know, it could do anything if you don't palm roll it all the way. My hair is bumpy so I don't really mind, but yeah, in your place right now, I would consider retwisting the roots only, and then doing the palm roll maybe once a month, and see how that works for you. Because it's very, very crucial. This is a crucial time in your lock journey where you set the pace for how your locks grow, whether it's full, thin. Right now, you're helping your locks to grow how you want it to look later on.